And when you go back into innovation, I'd like to take you guys back to the time when man, as we know today, came out of Africa. Many of you probably don't know the story, but it's a fascinating story of how we evolved. If you look at it, the first discovery that kind of really spurred our growth as humans who actually realized things around us came with the discovery of fire. The minute cooked food started coming along, the amount of energy that is required to process the food suddenly came down and our brains began to develop. Fast forward, close to about 10,000 years. The beginning of 1800s started probably one of the biggest revolutions that has taken us so far, which is the invention of the steam engine. Suddenly what happens is distances didn't matter. The steam engine, and especially the steam locomotive, was able to kind of move people from place A to place B at very high speeds compared to what they had those days, and suddenly human contact started. So from the time we know it, say 10,000 BC till 1800 AD, 11,800 years, the GDP of the world went up 5 times during that entire period. From 1800s till 2000, the GDP of the world went up by 207 times. If you look at where we're sitting today, the energy revolution has pretty much hit its peak. It's over. Now we have hit a stage where incremental returns are going to be at best marginal. But surprisingly, what happened at this time was there was another revolution that started, which was the so-called information technology revolution. And if you look at compute as we know it, the biggest change that again goes back to the second point that I brought about when it came to energy, human contact now no longer has to be physical, it can be digital. Now think about it, human contact is digital, information is now universal, and you can harness these two to do something substantial for yourself, which really cannot be based upon what does the customer want, what is the customer looking for. That's terrific when it comes to incremental changes in state. It cannot lead to breakthrough thinking. Invention never started because somebody sat down together, did a customer survey. Invention really began because there was a specific problem to be solved. That problem got addressed, and suddenly what happened was people started saying, let's scale this out.